This is Denise Hansard, your life architect and intuitive. And thank you for coming back. I appreciate all the new members who have subscribed, and I hope that you enjoy this channel as much as others. But let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to continue the conversation on change. We talked about last week how change is basically a choice, letting go of the how, accepting you can change, to gain momentum, to take those next steps. Yeah, acceptance, next steps, gain momentum to evolve. And you may go, well, Denise, that's great and that's good. And part of what I was talking about was your mindset. I want to go deeper this time and talk about just your everyday life and your everyday world, because change is difficult. We're so conditioned to do things the way we always have because it's hard. We talked about that before. And I'm going to take this to a level that probably some of you are going to go, Denise, what? And what I want to talk about is our military service, because they're changing. They are doing something different that a lot of people thought that they never even would consider. They're making electric tanks. Yes, they're choosing to move away from the oil industry and gasoline, and they're looking at how they can make every one of their vehicles and also their tanks hybrid or electric. And one in particular is the Abrams tank. Now, can you imagine what that would mean? Because I think the military probably has the most consumption of oil and gas products ever. Think about what impact that would have on our life, on climate change. And I can tell you now that if they are thinking outside of the box, so can you. So let's take it to your level. So if you're in the work environment and you're having difficulties with a coworker, your boss, et cetera, and all like that, look at what your behavior is. Look at what you're saying. Look at how you address certain situations. Maybe one way is, instead of complaining about how difficult it is to change things around this corporate environment that you're so stuck in, nobody ever wants to change, it's always the same. Maybe come up with a few ideas of how they can change. Baby steps, maybe just within your own team or maybe within your own department. So no complaining, and come up with solutions. Brainstorm about those solutions. Everybody will appreciate the fact that you're coming to them with an idea. Whether it's accepted or not, all you have to do is to keep going. Think about in other relationships, whether you're an entrepreneur or with family dynamics or anything like that, you're always given the opportunity to change how you talk with someone. Say someone snaps at you, and this can definitely be in a work environment or personally or professionally. It's always one of those, to where someone is having a bad day. They didn't like what you said or how you said it, or even asking a question. I've had that issue that's come up this week. And your initial reaction is, what the hey? Who do they think they are? How dare they talk to me that way? And that was my initial reaction. Then I had to step back and go, let me think about this, because snapping back in the same way that they snapped at me is only going to get one reaction, a very similar reaction to what I had. And so I chose to change even the level of the conversation by coming back in a little bit more compassionate, with boundaries, and establishing my power within the conversation of knowing what I wanted and how I wanted to say it, and understanding that if I said it in a way that would grab their attention, which is more love and compassion, coming up with solutions, that I would get the change that I wanted in my life. And that's the same thing for you. Look at what triggers you, and then pause, hit the pause button, and step back and say, how can I do this differently? Because that's what change is all about. So until next time, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you again.